Watch your head. Low ceiling.
Hey, do you want to go and verify that for me?
Welcome back to U.S. Corrupt Cops. Today's episode is truly shocking. We're diving deep into the unsettling reality of corrupt cops who've contributed to tragic outcomes, questioning whether karma catches up to everyone in the end. The stories you're about to hear expose hidden truths behind the badges. If you like this video, press 1. On June 6, 2018, in Sacramento, California, a local police officer responded to a call from 2 California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation parole officers who had apprehended and handcuffed Brandon Smith. Smith was taken into custody for an alleged parole violation related to his admitted use of illegal drugs. Upon arriving at the scene, the officer discovered Smith lying face down in the lobby of a Volunteers of America detoxification center. The subsequent footage details the events that unfolded.
All right, sir. I'm gonna help. I'm gonna give you a ride, okay? Hey, I need you to roll over. I don't want you to get hurt, okay? Good. Just sit down on your butt. Here. I'm gonna have you sit on your butt, okay?
All right, listen, bro. Listen. Let's go.
Stand up. Oh, we're gonna get you some help. Come on. You're gonna have to push with your legs, my man. There you go.
Let's go. Let's go. Excuse me, ma'am.
No, I'm good.
You stupid.
Sorry, y'all. Respect shit. Being a fool.
Hey, stop.
All right. Damn.
All right, come on.
Watch your head. Low ceiling. There you go. That's head first, yeah. All right. Bob, let me just grab my partner go.
Rather than gently placing the already injured Smith into the back of the steel-plated vehicle, the officers forcefully shoved him inside, causing his head to strike the truck. Additionally, the officers prematurely concluded that Smith was unharmed and shut the vehicle doors while he was still on the ground, denying him the opportunity to be properly positioned. This blatant act of negligence and recklessness clearly breached one of the law enforcement protocols established by the United Nations Human Rights Office, which mandates that law enforcement officials must ensure the complete protection of individuals in their custody and promptly secure medical attention when necessary. Despite this, the officers proceeded to transport Smith to the Sacramento County Main Jail.
Okay, give me a second. Hey, man. Paul, can you roll me code 3 fire to the jail? See ya. Hey, we got a medical emergency. We got a medical emergency.
Oh, okay. What's the medical emergency?
I got fire rolling. No, we got fire rolling.
Even though the officer eventually called for medical assistance, this does not excuse his failure to provide aid at the scene 8 minutes earlier. Consequently, he remains accountable for violating the aforementioned human rights policy. At the very least, he and a medical responder attempted to revive the unconscious Smith through CPR.
Huh? Nothing. He was just sitting back there. He's kind of kicking his leg, and then I noticed he didn't seem to be moving much. What's his name? Saw him take a couple breaths, but where'd my mask go?
You just had it go in.
No, I set it on the floor. Is he on it?
Let's see. Here, I'm gonna turn and see. No.
Oh, thanks. Let me get by you. We're at the entrance bay to the jail. Start sitting there.
Tragically for Smith, the officer's CPR efforts were ineffective. The Cleveland Clinic advises that during CPR, one should press the person's chest 100 to 120 times per minute, each press about 2 inches deep, and ensure the chest fully recoils between compressions. However, the footage shows the officer and the first responder administering chest compressions at a rate significantly higher than recommended. This not only failed to aid Mr. Smith, but potentially exacerbated his condition. Moments later, additional officers arrived, taking over the situation. The transporting officer then spoke with another deputy, explaining what had occurred.
Okay.
Can we get the cuffs off him?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, sir?
We can buy you guys.
We can get the cuffs off real quick.
Four minutes so far. We got about 4 or 5 minutes.
How long have you been back here?
He was keeping track of time, but maybe less than 5 minutes.
Okay.
Just roll them. Just roll them to get the cuffs off, and then we'll do it.
Cuffs on.
All right. Huh? Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So we were there handling a 5150 call.
Yeah.
And then they were trying to check him in, and then they're like, we're not taking him. And he was like kicking and yelling at him. And so they said, hey, can you help me transport? Because they're in that thing. So I said, yeah, just follow me down there. And then so he was sitting and laying in the back on the floor, kicking, making some commotion. And then as we started to get a couple lights back, I noticed he wasn't kicking as much, but he was laying there and he was kind of rolling, moving around a little bit. So I was like, okay. And then as we got there, to this light. I'm like, okay, he doesn't seem to really be moving. Let me check on him. So when he stopped here, I get out and get back. And he was making some really shallow breaths, like slow. And then that's when I start checking him, and then that's when I asked for fire. And then we're like, start CPR and stuff. Breathing.
So you got to breathe.
See? That's fine.
Information is on a parental abduction from Washington County into Lake Florida. The vehicles are red 2015 Dodge Ram 1500 four-door pickup truck from Washington Lake, Charles 36690 East Boy, Mark Vargas, $2, Maya Vargas, female 9 years old, last name wearing a gray long sleeve shirt, blue jeans, the D.E.A.T.H.S backpack, green stone necklace, and electric female 11 years old, and unclosed.
I think, yeah, I think they were just going to book him for F, because originally I think they were just trying to get him to check him into D.E.T.H.S. Yeah, we'll try to get you in here in a second, all right?
20171680.
Thanks. Let me get it from her. Oh, his info. Okay.
Okay. They're looking at the X-ray for me because it didn't come up, but his date of birth is.
After reversing his police car to allow an ambulance access to the scene, the officer observed several first responders placing Smith on a stretcher and moving him.
You got a pen on you?
Huh?
A ballpoint pen?
Thanks, man. Sure.
Adam Yellow, T1.
That's super low.
Call her and let her.
Yeah, 30.
He's already in the.
You know where they're going?
What hospital is going for? What hospital?
2 call 3. Medic 1's transporting to Sutter.
Hey, let's go,
Come and take your pen if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'll get it.
Can you follow me?
Yeah.
Until find out if he's stabilized.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
My camera. Participation.
Tragically, despite being taken to the hospital, Smith was pronounced dead shortly thereafter. Shortly after his death, footage of the incident was released to the public following a news conference held by Smith's family in collaboration with Black Lives Matter at Sacramento City Hall, demanding transparency in the case. When Yolanda Ford, Smith's mother, was asked to comment, she stated, "When SACPD came to pick him up, he was already injured and in pain. They didn't do anything to give him any type of medical attention. They're complicit in this. They're complicit in his death." As of the date of this recording, no additional information has been provided regarding the incident. The next case highlights officers who employed excessive force by deploying their dog against a civilian, leading to multiple permanent injuries. On April 3, 2018 in Raleigh, North Carolina, Kieran Dwayne Hinton was standing in the middle of Raleigh Boulevard as traffic rushed by on the multi-lane road. Clearly, the 29-year-old man caught the attention of passersby, who made several calls to emergency dispatchers. The North Carolina Highway Patrol were the first responders, followed shortly by Raleigh police officers. However, their handling of the situation was, to put it mildly, disturbing.
334 Raleigh. Be out with a male walking down the middle of the road. Raleigh Boulevard, Yonkers. You alright, man? me a second. Give me a second. Raleigh, just give me a second. 1018.
334, 10-9, your last one, sir.
Give me a second. 1018. Raleigh Boulevard, Yonkers Road.
Upon seeing that Mr. Hinton was clearly suffering from mental problems, the officer called for backup.
23, please give one last. On the way, Rose. Simple.
I got RPD out here. Good.
334, you guys, Raleigh PD is out with. 10-4 on Florida PD, being out with 334 at this time. 334, you signal 5.
10-4, signal 5.
10-4 on signal 5. Signal 5 at 2237. Yeah, the 894. Newbern and Yonkers.
No, we should be good. You can still head this way, but it's step down.
The situation remained calm until Wake County Deputy Cameron Broadwell arrived with his police dog Loki. It was at this moment that the situation began to deteriorate. Without any warning or provocation, the officer ordered his K9 to attack Hinton, causing him to fall to the ground surrounded by other officers. Moreover, the dog's handler did not intervene to stop Loki's assault and even encouraged the attack. According to their department's policy on police dogs, a police dog used for apprehension is considered an extension of force and should be evaluated under the same rules that govern police use of force. A K9 apprehension is deemed justifiable and lawful if there is a significant threat to the officer or the public. It is crucial that the level of force used is appropriate to justify the K9's actions. Additionally, the specific circumstances of each event determine whether the use of force was lawful or not. Typically, the deployment of a K9 in apprehensions involves felony suspects. However, since Hinton was neither fleeing nor posing a threat, the officer had no right to command his dog to attack and then allow it to continue. Furthermore, the officers present failed to halt this blatant misuse of excessive force, making them responsible for violating their department's duty to intervene policy. This policy stipulates that officers have both the ethical and legal obligation to protect and uphold the constitutional rights of all individuals. If an officer witnesses a clear violation of someone's constitutional rights and has the means to intervene, they are required to do so, regardless of the rank or agency of the offending officer. The duty to intervene encompasses the responsibility of every officer within the agency to prevent another officer from using unwarranted, reckless, or excessive force. Additionally, any officer who witnesses or becomes aware of such force used by another officer must immediately report the incident to a supervisor or the Internal Affairs Unit. Moreover, one of the officers began repeatedly punching Hinton even though he was already being bitten by the dog and suffocated by multiple police officers. Consequently, he and his colleagues were liable for violating their department's use of force policy, which states that force should only be used when all other means of resolving a situation have been exhausted or are clearly ineffective. Officers are expected to take all reasonable steps to avoid the necessity of using physical force, and any force used must be proportionate to what is reasonably necessary to control the situation. The extent and level of force should vary based on the circumstances. The officers continued to assault and unlawfully detain Hinton for an additional 5 minutes until he lost consciousness.
See that nugget? Huh? I got right now about 3 times. Safe spot, man. He was fighting my dog. He's on something.
323 round, 1023. Control 323, 10-4.
As a result of the officer's brutality, Mr. Hinton spent 3 days in the hospital suffering from 21 dog bites, a broken nose, and a fractured eye socket. He was subsequently taken to the Wake County Jail, where he was initially charged with disorderly conduct, resisting a public officer, and assaulting a law enforcement animal. However, after the incident gained public attention, state prosecutors dismissed all charges against him. Additionally, once the body cam footage revealing the horrific events was released, Deputy Broadwell faced 3 felony charges: assault with a deadly weapon, inflicting serious injury, assault inflicting serious bodily injury, and willfully failing to discharge duties. North Carolina troopers Michael G. Blake and Tabitha L. Davis were also charged with assault inflicting bodily injury and willfully failing to discharge duties. After receiving treatment for his injuries, Mr. Hinton participated in an interview where he shared his perspective on the incident.
I'm definitely excited about the outcome, about the indictments of the officers. I do say thank you to the DA and everyone who helped in the investigation. I am ecstatic about that, but it is the beginning. And we're going to keep pressing forward for absolute justice, which would be a conviction. And again, like I said, I just thank you.
Were you surprised by the indictments?
In one way, yes, because so many people have been done wrong, but not because what happened to me they should have been indicted and convicted.
Thanks for watching U.S. Corrupt Cops. Remember, knowledge is power. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the hidden truths of law enforcement. See you in the next episode, and stay informed.